Welcome to Leafwood Learning Art Lessons. Today we're going to do this very simple, easy painting of corn. I thought it would be a great thing to do for the fall or Thanksgiving time, maybe if you're studying Native Americans. I happen to be teaching about the agricultural revolution, so I thought, why not do a little art lesson about corn? Today I have my assistant, Addie. She's gonna do it along with us. So what you need today is yellow and green paint, a Sharpie, water for washing your finger or your paintbrush, and maybe a paper towel. And we're just using normal white cardstock paper. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do actually the Sharpie of the corn stalks, like the part where the corn grows out of. So however many you do is however many corn you're going to end up painting. I like to make at least one big one in the middle. So I'm just gonna make like a smallish rectangle right in the middle of the page. Perfect. And then right in the middle of this rectangle is going to be where the stalk leaf kind of comes out of. So it's kind of like an almond shape. So I'm going to go right in the middle of the top and I'm going to draw like a rainbow type line that curves outwards. And I'm going to do an opposite rainbow type curve that meets it up here. So it's like an almond shape leaf looking. And then I'm going to do the next leaf, and this one is going to overlap behind. So we're going to start maybe a third to halfway up this leaf in the front, and you're going to do a curved rainbow this way. Perfect. And then you want to make that almond shape again this way.
Very interesting.
Yeah, you maybe add like an extra line right there. This is not a mistake. There's just a chance. Yeah.
Add a third leaf?
Sure. I would almost go like this.
Or a fourth leaf.
Yeah. It's going to be fine because now what we're going to do is we're going to do these like texture lines is basically the same types of lines, like these curves that go out on each of them. You can watch me do it first. I like to outline mine. And then I do one in the middle. And then I come back. And then one on the outside, and then maybe do another one here. Kind of gives your corn leaf or stalk some more texture because it's a plant, so it would have those veins. Yeah, kind of like that. And then you're going to do the same thing. You've got three. I only have one, but you're going to do the same thing for the other ones. Right in the middle. It's going to go out to the tip there. Perfect. Oh. And then I do one on the outside, and one on the inside. And then I'm going to do a couple more because this leaf ended up being real fat.
And my leaves are a little smaller.
That's okay, but you need to do one more.
Oh.
Good. And then I like a little tiny texture lines down here in the rectangle. And you can see that I don't make them the same length. I just do it quick. Little texture. Yeah. And we're going to end up painting that all green. So if there's any parts that you don't like, you can kind of mask it with the green paint. I always like to go back over my outside lines just to give them a little bit more definition. I got a really nice Sharpie today. I love a fresh new Sharpie.
They smell good.
Okay, so if you're gonna do more than one stalk of corn, like here I did 3, then you're gonna wanna do that exact same thing again anywhere else on the page. And you can see in my original one that I have up here that they're smaller. Right? I have them kind of floating up in the top. So if you want to make another one, great. If you don't, then you don't have to. Okay, once you're done with your Sharpie lines of the green parts, you actually don't need your Sharpie again, so you can put it aside unless you want to, add your signature real quick. You're done with that. Now the next part's pretty fun. So we've got our yellow paint and our green paint already out, and this is plenty for 2 people right here. So I'm gonna show making the yellow kernels with my finger, and Addie is gonna show using a Q-tip for those that don't wanna get their fingers dirty, okay? So I like to use my pointer finger, and I'm gonna roll up my sleeve. And you don't need a whole bunch, but I always like to start with like maybe about that much paint on my finger. And Addie's gonna show the Q-tip. And I'm gonna do the big one in the middle first, okay? So what I like to do is I like to make my first mark straight up from the middle, as tall as I want my corn husk to be. And I make 1 dot. Okay, and then I'm just gonna follow that straight down. Because corn grows in like pretty straight rows on the husk itself. Perfect. Now I'm gonna make the curving sides next. And you just wanna make sure that you stay inside where it's gonna be the green leaves, okay? So I'm gonna start at the top again. And I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm gonna make a rainbow curve line. It's gonna come down maybe 3/4, just so there's like a little quarter bit left. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Looks like a banana.
Kinda, huh? Now again, art is not perfect, so don't worry about making perfect lines. But you're gonna do that same thing inside here, trying to make, you know, line-ish dots coming down.
It's very small.
Very lovely. If you look at it and like you want to fill in some of those little dots, feel free. You don't have to make perfect lines, right? I even go back with fresh paint on my finger and kind of fill in the dots that lost some of their pizzazz. Now, if you made other corn husk areas, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to do that exact same thing again. Okay, now before you wash your finger or toss your Q-tip away, if you want to make any yellow dots on the outside, you can, like I did here. I just felt like there was negative space. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Like some of the kernels have been falling off of your very fresh corn. Okay, and I've got my wash, and you can, perfect. Okay, now, you do need, you can still use your Q-tip for this part, but I like to use a paintbrush for this one. You want your skinny one.
Oh.
As small as you can get. If you don't have a small one, you can always use the ends. And you're gonna do, I don't even know if you can see it, but you're gonna do the little hairs. That little silk hairs that might still be attached to the top of the corn. Looks like he has a little hairdo. So you're just gonna make some little wiggly lines at the top of each of your corn cobs. Yeah, like little silk. I kind of wiggle mine as I go. This one's going off the page, which is fine. Okay, what do you think? Kind of gives it a little something. Yeah, it looks so good. All right, you don't need that paintbrush anymore. And then honestly, the last simple step is you're gonna take your medium-sized or large paintbrush, whichever one you've got, and you're just gonna paint in this section. And I just go right over the lines. I don't even worry. I kind of like it even better if you don't worry about staying in the lines. You just kind of paint it in green. All right, well, once you finish with your green, you're actually done. What do you think? Do you like yours?
I love mine.
Do you? It's kind of fun for the fall, or just follow up a social studies or science project, possibly. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, keep arting. Have fun. Thank you.